McAdams says if you really want to understand something, you have to go to this third level, which he calls the level of identity. So as Page has talked about the first two levels being actor and agent, McAdams construes identity as the person as being an author. Why? Because the idea is that our identity can be thought of as a story you tell about yourself. So essentially it's a narrative thread that ties various things that have happened to you together. And so McAdams has a very extensive way of asking people about this story and helping people construct this story. And I'll tell you about a few of those elements. And as I do, think about how you would apply those to your life. So he starts out by saying, okay, imagine your life, yourself, as a book. What would be the major chapters? How many would there be? What would they be called? And there are many different ways of dividing up your life. You could divide it up by your age group. You could say, okay, this was my middle school, this was high school, this was college. You could divide it up that way, or perhaps different places you've lived. This is, when I lived in California. This is, when my brother was born. This is when we moved to Texas. It could be organized that way, or perhaps by themes. You could say, I'm going to divide it up by, life as a student, life in work life, relationships. There are many different ways you could divide up your life into different chapters. And the way you do that, McAdams says something about how you think of yourself. Now, in order to help people tell their stories, McAdams also has this extensive interview where you bring to the surface various things that tend to be important for many people in telling their stories. So for example, he will ask you to think about the low point of your life. When has been the very lowest point in your life? And he also asks you to think, what's the highest point? What was the best part of your life so far? How did that contribute to who you are now? And then other things too. He will ask you to think, okay, well, think of the most important people in your life. How did they feed into who you are as a person now? And all kinds of things about society. So he may ask, for example, are there important books or movies or TV shows or other experiences in everyday life that have actually contributed to who you are as a person now?